Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball, and today I'm bringing you a nice little battle. We've got the TM40 versus the HK Army Fossil LV1.6.
And why? Because who's the best source for paintball?
LoneWolfPaintball.com, baby.
Attaboy, let's go!
Yeah, let's bring in the battle here. A little versus, kind of talking a spool valve versus a poppet valve. Where do you want to start off, Mark?
Where we always start, the barrels.
Let's start with the barrels. Okay, on the TM40, you got your 14-inch two-piece barrel, taking the Freak XL inserts, which I do like about that, since you can buy different inserts around 15 bucks each, depending on what paint you're shooting, what field you're at, and what part of the country or world you're in. Normally, they come with either a 687 insert or a 689. Over here, we've got the Fossil LV1.6 by HK Army, coming with the Shaft FL carbon fiber tip, 14.5 inches, and it comes stock with a 689. So I like that.
You can get different backs, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can definitely buy different backs for these as well. They are definitely not as cheap as the XL inserts, but they're definitely worth it.
All right, send me to Feedneck land.
Feedneck land. So both of these, I'll show the other one in a minute since I already have this one in my hand. They got the very nice, they're all metal, thumb screw, locking wheel here. Depending on what hopper you're using, you can either loosen or tighten it and crank it down. No plastic involved, this is all aluminum. So I do like that. It's got a nice big thumb wheel so you can turn it easily. You don't have to bust out any Allen wrenches or anything like that.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Go ahead.
Do you remove the stickers from your Feedneck or do you leave them on?
I do. If it was my personal gun, I'd definitely remove the sticker. You know, you got to look flashy out there, right? Onto the TM40 here, we also have a nice all metal locking feed neck. I do like the fact that they include this little groove here, you can see. So when it actually locks into place, it doesn't wiggle up and down. Once it's locked in, it's not going anywhere compared to the LV. Not the biggest of deals, but it's just a nice little added feature they have. And also they do have that nice the thumb wheel to loosen or tighten it depending on whatever hopper you guys are using.
All right, well you're right next to the eye cover, so I think that's a good next move.
I do like that. Unfortunately, I bite my nails and I don't like that. It's a bad habit. Don't do it at home, guys, but they do have toolless removable eye covers. So if you do have a nail, you can get in there and actually just slide that little black piece forward, and then you can just pull the eye cover off if you need to get in there to do any cleaning or something along those lines. Obviously, same on the other side. With the LV1.6 though, you are gonna have to bust out your Allen wrench and take off your eye covers that way. So they are not toolless. So that's, I'd say, a point for the Luxe.
All right, do you wanna do triggers next?
We'll just do, I guess we'll go regs. This is proven and tested, the SL4 inline regulator. And you can see you have your air transfer pipe here on the LV1.6. Since we're talking about regs, operating pressure on the LV1.6 is 135 PSI. Not bad. Onto, we've got the TM40. You've got your vertical inline reg here. Operating pressure on this bad boy is 110 PSI. So you're saving yourself a little extra air with the TM40 compared to the LV1.6. But considering we're talking spool valve versus poppet valve, completely different shots all the way around. I mean, using an 80 cubic inch tank, you're gonna see roughly the same. I think the Luxe may squeak out a little bit more, but we got efficiency videos on those we've done in the past. You want to talk about triggers, Mark?
Sure.
There's got to be a technical name for the Luxe trigger. I like it. It is nice. I mean, the feel of it, it's a nice little swoop trigger here. It's super comfortable. It's long. You can get your fingers in there without any hassle. You can definitely get things rocking out there. It does have a couple adjustable points on the inside here if you want to either shorten it or lengthen the trigger pull depending on your personal preference. Onto the LV, it does have a 5-point adjustable trigger here. So if you want to do a little bit more tinkering on the blade trigger, you guys can get in there. Once again, post-travel, pre-travel, kind of get in there and adjust it to exactly how you guys want it.
Are there aftermarket triggers available for both of these?
Yes, as far as I'm aware, there is, yep.
Okay. Do you want to go to ASA or bolts?
We'll go bolts and then we'll move ourselves down. This one does have the Cure 5 bolt. So again, this is a poppet valve marker, so you can just pull up and pull out. Looks like it's a Delrin kind of self-lubricating bolt there. Easy to get in and easy to get out.
Looks like the HK Sabre bolt.
Yeah, something like that. A little bit more fancy. As for the Luxe, it's got that power core drivetrain here. So you're gonna slide that bad boy on out, pull it up, pull out. Once again, this one is also toolless to get out, and then you could easily take apart and, you know, O-rings or anything that you need to. Obviously, the LV1.6 is definitely gonna be easier to maintain without all of the O-rings compared to the spool valve drivetrain here.
Question on the LV bolt, they have different tips, right? There's a soft and a hard tip. I mean, sorry, on the Luxe.
Okay, yeah, on the Luxe you can definitely get either, yeah, you have this one, you want to call that a hard, but you can definitely throw in a soft bolt tip there. It's easier and lighter on brittle tournament paint. So yeah, you can either have the stock bolt it comes with, or you can buy an aftermarket soft tip bolt. With this one on the LV1.6, pretty much it already has a soft tip bolt on the front there, so no need to really change what you got going on in there.
Okay, I was gonna say, nobody really makes an upgrade for those style.
Not that I know of, no. I know they, obviously for the TM40, they have the upgraded soft tip bolts that we have on the site, but yeah. Since I've got the bolts out, Mark, I'm just gonna call this one right off the top. The TM40 does have that easy latch system in the back and up in the front here, so you can convert it to mechanical right on the fly. Currently, the LV1.6 does not have that. Not that I know by the time this video comes out. Definitely know that the TM40 has that. Flip of a switch in the front and in the back, you can pull the frame down and throw in a mechanical one pretty easily. Throw the bolts back in there. Lastly, well, I'm not gonna go lastly, but body-wise, your personal preference, Mark. Very sleek, futuristic looking. I really, really like it for the TM40. It's super light. The gun feels great in your hands. Over to the LV1.6, the fossil version, obviously this gun's a little bit more expensive. These ones are $1,850 compared to $1,600. I mean, obviously this one's got a lot of cuts and grooves into that custom milled body. So what do you like, Mark? What do you think?
It's a tough one. I like the look of the extra cuts and stuff. Just that milling looks mean, and you know, I feel like a badass when I'm holding it. But I mean, there's something to say for the sleek smoothness. It's easier to clean, and it's just personal style. I mean,
for sure, yeah. Like I said, this one's more like Mark said. It's sleek. It's kind of futuristic looking. This one is mean. It's kind of rugged. So it's really your personal preference at that. One thing that obviously the power core train on the Luxe is great, operating at 110, but for the LV1.6, it does come with the ZIC-3 rammer. So either light or heavyweight, depending on if you want a super smooth shot or do you want your shot a little bit more crispy. So it does come with a lightweight or heavy rammer in the box as well. So just a cool nice little upgraded feature.
What about boards, batteries, recharging?
Yeah, so the Luxe does have the rechargeable battery, kind of like the toolless grip assembly. You can pop this off without using any tools. You can recharge the battery. I believe there's a lithium-ion battery inside of here. And then as for the LV1.6, it's a 9-volt that sits right inside of the grip frame. And these grips aren't toolless. You will need an Allen wrench to take off the 2 screws to get in there. And both of these guns are fully programmable, obviously all electronic.
And the Luxe has a wireless charger available if you want to spend the money.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And this one, the LV1.6, is an ePortal 2, I believe. You can also hook this up to your computer and kind of program it through that app, or I believe they have even on your phone too.
All right, ASAs.
ASAs, here we are. We got the Pops ASA. Got a little button here. Press the silver button. You can either engage or disengage or engage the air by pressing that button. Call it the Pops ASA. Very nice feature. There's no hardware, there's no knobs. I mean, it's nice, sleek, and not getting in your way. Kind of same thing with the Luxe. It has the lever on the bottom though. So once again, very sleek. It's not getting in your way. Disengage the air or engage the air. But they're both, I mean, both of these guns are straight powerhouses on the market. I can't talk enough about them, to be honest. I mean, for the price, I mean, you should probably get with all the features that they're coming with. So quick, maybe kind of long battle versus TM40 versus the LV1.6. Anything else, Mark? You think, I mean,
yeah, you didn't tell us which look do you prefer.
Oh.
Are you sleek or you mean?
Yeah.
You a mean boy? You a sleek?
I guess it would depend on the day, whatever mood you catch me in. I really do like the cuts on the LV1.6. They put a lot of time in this custom milled body.
Oh,
Which one did you end up taking? What was your ultimate favorite?
I like the LV1.6, the fossil.
I'm gonna go with the fossil as well. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Luxe, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, streamlined and sleek, but the LV1.6 just looks mean to me. All right, guys, enough talking. We've covered from tip to the bottom of the gun. So it is LoneWolfPaintball.com. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and don't forget, go on over to pbswagbag.com. Use our code LWP10 at checkout to save 10% off your first monthly subscription. And until the next battle, guys, we will see you later.
Bye-bye.